How did one of this generation's biggest deathcore bands become a full-on pop act? We're about to bring you through the evolution of Bring Me the Horizon. When Bring Me the Horizon came together in 2004, a teenage Ollie Sykes had a very different vision for the band. Taking their name from a Pirates of the Caribbean quote,
"Now, bring me that horizon."
The Yorkshire youngsters quickly cut a demo fittingly titled Bedroom Sessions. The group played a grimy breed of deathcore that was ridiculed by the media, but it still managed to gain momentum through a vibrant online fan base. They quickly signed to a local UK label, 30 Days of Night Records, and released their debut EP, This Is What the Edge of Your Seat Was Made For, boasting 4 destructively heavy songs that set the stage for the band's debut album, Count Your Blessings. The record helped lay out the groundwork for the impending wave of hot topic deathcore, alongside Job for a Cowboy, Suicide Silence, and more. As the years passed, however, the band's sound evolved into something entirely different. Their sophomore album, Suicide Season, saw them ebb and flow between deathcore and metalcore, while their follow-up, There Is a Hell Believe Me I've Seen It, There Is a Heaven Let's Keep It a Secret, ditched the deathcore angle entirely. It wasn't until their 2013 album, Sempiternal, that the negative sentiment towards the band was largely snuffed from the air. The record showed the band adopting an enhanced breed of melody-infused metalcore, while the majority of their genre counterparts were caught doubling down on a formula that had long been considered generic. Songs like Shadow Moses and Can You Feel My Heart became instant modern classics in the band's catalog, and for a group 4 albums deep, this was a pretty impressive feat. The rave reviews didn't last too long though, because in 2015, Bring Me released their most polarizing album, That's the Spirit. The record saw the band largely abandoning their heavy roots in favor of pop tendencies and accessible songwriting. During an interview for the lead-up to That's the Spirit, keyboardist Jordan Fish addressed the band's evolution, saying, "We don't listen to extreme deathcore anymore. We still like some heavy music, but I also like Justin Bieber." Yeah, he said Justin Bieber. "We don't want to carry on and pretend we're still full of angst. I think people would see right through that. You just have to have faith in yourself and be proud of what you've made and hope that eventually people come around to it." Pushing the bar even further, Bring Me have now put out their 6th album, Ammo, which is even more polarizing than That's the Spirit. Whereas the last EP remains somewhat rooted in guitar-led structures, Ammo can be accurately described as an exotic pop album. Besides Mantra and Wonderful Life, a majority of the album is centered around unique approaches to the current state of pop music. In an interview leading up to this album's release, Fish called songwriting in rock music these days mostly shite. "The people who are writing songs aren't good enough songwriters," he said. "I don't love the music on Hot Hits UK, but they are well-written songs, something a lot of rock bands don't appreciate. The craft of writing good songs is hard." In a separate interview with NME, Ollie Sykes added, "This is why we really just feel such a disconnect with the rock scene, because there hasn't been an icon in the rock scene for 30 years. Do you know what I mean? Who was the last great icon? Rock hasn't produced a legend in decades, and every other genre has." Unlike most of the bands they came up with, Bring Me the Horizon have managed to grow commercially with every single album. In 2019, they're the biggest they've ever been. From streaming, where they currently boast nearly 5 million monthly listeners, to grabbing the attention of top-tier pop stars like Harry Styles, Post Malone, and Halsey. So why aren't Bring Me the Horizon a heavy band anymore? Because they don't want to be. They respect the science behind songwriting and are reaching beyond rock music for something different. Is that really such a bad thing? That's up to you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow Loudwire on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at GramWire, and we'll see you next time.